All right, happy Sunday, everyone. Um, everyone can see my presentation screen, right? Let me know if you guys can see the screen. Okay, awesome. Okay. So before we start, I do want to give a disclaimer. I am not an attorney. I am commissioned in Florida only. So what I am allowed to do as a notary may differ from what you are permitted to do in your state. Okay, please keep that in mind. Now, always follow your state guidelines first. I am sharing with you my tools for starting a business and notary business because I have experience in doing just that. So please make note of your questions and wait until the end of the presentation to ask them. I want to get through the slides first before opening up for questions, as some of them may be answered during the presentation. Also, as promised, I will be giving away 2 of my notary journals that I made. I am doing this in hopes to get your feedback prior to me deciding to list them for sale. I will do this prior to you asking the questions, okay, with the giveaway. Now I'm going to start off by giving you a little background about myself. My name is Burjel Fulilove. My background is in healthcare. I have 13 years of experience with that. By trade, I am a medical assistant. I have 7+ years of entrepreneurship experience and 2+ years of business mentoring and coaching experience. I am a certified business coach based in Florida with a master's degree in business administration. I am the owner of Creative Travel LLC, doing business as B. Elise Notary Services, as well as Start Forward Grow and New Notary Basics Facebook group. How I started in being an entrepreneur is in 2013, I started a body care product business. And I did that because my kids and myself, we all have really sensitive skin. So I started making body care products, and it kind of flourished into a business because people started requesting for my products that I was making. In 2018, I went ahead and dissolved that business. I no longer had a passion for doing it. So I started a travel business in 2018, very shortly after. And I currently am still operating in that business. And along the way, I became a business coach. People were reaching out to me, asking me, how do you even get started? Like, I want to do it, but it just seems like it's so much stuff on the internet that I can look at, but it's still kind of overwhelming. So if you could just like kind of help me. And I'm like, sure, why not? After that, I decided to add my notary business. And then I currently added my business coaching business, which is what you guys probably have seen on my business page. Like I said before, I am commissioned in Florida. If you want to contact me for one-on-one, I do that. Everybody's initial one-on-one consult with me is free. So if you want to just do a one-on-one consult with me to just go over the steps on your own, just me and you, I'm happy to do that. You can email me or you can call and text me. Here's my contact information. Now, my purpose for doing this presentation or webinar is to help you guys learn the steps to take to get your business started. I want to make sure that you learn what tools you need and learn what's available. I want to try to decrease your anxiety and overwhelming feeling of getting started and try to increase your confidence so that you can start your business and, get going. Now, first and foremost, you want to decide what your business structure is going to be. Okay, so you want to either do sole proprietor, which is what a lot of people do. It's the easiest thing to get done first. Or you want to do a LLC. Now, I did go online and pull up some definitions for you. I'm pretty sure you looked them up yourself, but I'm just going to cover them here really quick. So, according to the Small Business Administration, a sole proprietorship is the simplest and most common structure chosen to start a business. It is an unincorporated business owned and run by one individual with no distinction between the business and you, the owner. You are entitled to all profits and are responsible for all your business's debts, losses, and liabilities. Now, with LLCs, you are protected from personal liability in most cases, okay? So that does not mean that just being an LLC, you're 100% protected from everything. No, you're not. But in most instances, you are. For example, your personal assets like your vehicle, your house, your savings accounts won't be at risk in case your LLC faces bankruptcy or lawsuits. Now, profits and losses can get passed through to your personal income without facing corporate taxes, which you all know corporate taxes, are a lot higher. LLCs can be a good choice for medium or higher risk businesses. Owners with significant personal assets, they want to be protected, and owners who want to pay a lower tax rate when they would with a corporation. You can also build business credit with an LLC, but whatever you choose, be sure to ask a professional, such as an accountant or tax preparer, that of which I am not. Secondly, you want to register your business, okay? You want to search to make sure that your business name is not already taken or very similar to another, okay? Before you register it, okay? That's very important because when you register that business, they will reject it if it's very similar to somebody else's business name or it's already taken. You want to do this by visiting your state website business search, okay? My husband, when he started his business, he didn't do that. And what happened was he got rejected because his business name was taken, surprisingly. So he had to come up with a whole different business name. So what happened was he went on LegalZoom business search and it showed that it wasn't taken. But I'm like, honey, I wish you would have asked me. You don't go on LegalZoom to do a business search. You go on the actual state website to find the business name to see if it's taken or not. Okay. When you register your business, whether it's your name doing business as or an LLC, then you apply for your EIN. Do not apply for your EIN before you register your business name, okay? That's backwards. Business name first, then EIN. Okay? Now, once you have decided on your business structure, you got your business name registered, you got your EIN, then you can move to the next steps, which is deciding on your banking, your marketing materials and your tools. Now, somebody in the group had mentioned that she didn't open a business account. She opened a separate checking account, which makes perfect sense. I never did that because I've always had an LLC. So you do not need to open a business checking account for your business, but you should definitely have that separate business account because you want to keep your personal finances and your business finances separate, of course. There are some online and brick and mortar banks that offer free business checking accounts. I posted a list of some, just use the search option in the group to find it. I also pulled up this link here for you guys, and I'll post it. Let me see. Can't. Let's go back. Okay, I'll try to post that and get that to you guys. Okay. And but if you do choose to open a business checking account, be sure that you have your business registration paperwork and your EIN paperwork as well as your ID to do that, so that they can make sure they register or open that account in your name. Now, having a business checking account does have its benefits. I went ahead and looked that up. First and foremost, it does look professional to other businesses that may employ you. By being able to receive checks in your business name, it will help you to attain credit with your business if you so choose. It also goes hand in hand with you identifying your business as a separate entity from yourself. Okay. Now, bookkeeping apps, that's important, of course. It's, can help you keep track of your expenses, your income, and of course your mileage for those who can track that and write that off. Now, with these apps, you can literally print out a report to give to your tax preparer at the end of the year. The only con to this is literally remembering to record these things into the app. When I first started, I would kind of just collect all my receipts and then say I was going to do it at a later date. Don't be like me. Don't do that. Okay. So here are some of the apps that I listed. I've heard of Notary Gadget and Notary Assist for you. I'm not using either of those apps, but I've heard very good things about them, so you should check them out. I personally use Zoho Books. I like Zoho Books. I use it for all three of my businesses. You absolutely want to have your payment processing apps. So if you are doing general notary, you want to be able to give your customers the option of paying with cash or credit card. Okay, everybody uses credit debit cards. So I have Square on here. I don't use Square. I've never used Square, but I know others who do use Square and they like it. It's very similar to PayPal. I have always used PayPal. I'm familiar with PayPal, and that's just always what I've done. So I have the PayPal Here app. I do know when you go on to PayPal Here, just like with Square, they'll give you a free reader. But with PayPal Here, they will give you the contactless one as well. So the one where they can insert the card or, hover it over the device, and that's free with PayPal. For posting to social media sites, it can be simplified using the last two apps that I shared here, Hootsuite and Zoho Social. You literally post one time, and the post is sent to all of your social media channels that you have registered, and you can schedule posts for the future. So like, for example, if you wanted to schedule social media posts for the whole month, you can do so. And you can set it and forget it and not have to worry about it. I don't know about you guys, but it's really hard for me to remember to post every day on all of my social media channels. So it helps me a lot. I use both Hootsuite and Zoho Social personally myself. I know there are others out there, but I share these two because these are what I'm using. Marketing. Now, these are just some ideas for you if you would like to go further in detail regarding marketing for your business. I am available, like I said, for the one-on-one consults. Now, for website building, there's GoDaddy, Weebly, Wix, Zoho Sites, WordPress, and Google My Business. For social business pages, you already know about, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, but I wanted to share these other ones as well. Google My Business, you can also do social posts on there. Nextdoor app, that's your community app, so that you can get in contact with your neighbors and show your business and have them familiar with what you offer. Alignable, a lot of businesses use that, as well as LinkedIn. And so I've been advertising on Alignable to businesses, as well as LinkedIn. You can follow different companies and search people who have the different titles that you're interested in and market to them directly using LinkedIn. I also, by reading Bill Soroka's book, him and Carol in the class I took for Notary Pro as well, they speak very highly on you, making sure that your LinkedIn profile is up to par. Like, you want to make sure it's updated, make sure it looks professional, because when people decide to go ahead and accept you as a friend or accept you as a network person they want to be connected with on LinkedIn, they're going to absolutely look at your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Business cards, flyers, card magnets, or customized pins, Office Depot, Vistaprint, and Zazzle. A branded uniform. Not everybody does it. I particularly like it. I have an embroidered polo shirt and some business bottoms. So I either do the slacks or, a nice neat professional looking skirt. I did do the customized badge. A lot of notaries don't like the customized badge. Some notaries do. It's totally up to you. You know, some people are saying it's an unnecessary fad that people are adopting, but I personally like it. I pin it right onto my shirt. My clients like it. I personally don't. I just don't want to share my driver's license information with people, you know, so I personally like the customized badge route myself. Professional headshots, everyone should have one. No, you don't need it. No, you don't. But you are a business and you should get one, you know, and it's very simple to get. And they're not even expensive. JCPenney's, you can go. They have sales all the time. Groupon, I was literally looking on Groupon, and a lot of photographers have specials on there. You can get a headshot for like $20. It's not really that bad. You can dress up from the waist up and get a nice picture done. It's very easy to do. If you have a nice camera at home, you can do it. My first headshot, I tried to do with my cell phone. It just, the quality just didn't look good. And I have an iPhone, and I was very surprised. So I went ahead and got a professional headshot done at a local photography place in my area, and I spent $30 for like 5 different poses. I only used 2 of them, but you know, that was affordable for me, and I can use it until I'm ready to take new pictures again. I literally go to Fiverr for everything. So if you're that person, you don't want to do your own website, you don't want to try to do your own logo, you know, you don't want to figure out how you want your business cards to look, go to Fiverr. They literally have people on there who will do all that for you in very affordable prices and very nice. You want to have a professional email. Having a Gmail is fine. It's perfectly fine, but it doesn't look professional. So I listed G Suite, Zoho Mail, Bluehost, GoDaddy, and Wix. You can all get a professional email through these different hosts. And for social media creator, I listed Canva, InShot, and Pixar. I use all 3, and I love them. InShot, you do have to pay for if you want to get a little bit more access to more features that they have. It's a video, so you can take still shots, or you can like make different creations on Canva and turn it into a video. Add music and everything. It's really, really nice. I love it. Canva, I use to make all of my social media posts for the most part. I used to use Pixar all the time until I came across Canva, but they are very similar. Here, I just listed some general notary videos and suppliers. I highly suggest for general notary how-to videos that you go to these YouTube channels I listed. The National Notary Association has videos on YouTube. Notary Classes is another channel that I like. And of course, I post videos all the time in the group, so use the group search option to find them. Oh goodness, sorry about that. Now, preferred supplies vendors I listed here was National Notary Association, American Association of Notaries, American Society of Notaries, Amazon, which is my fave, Dollar Tree, Etsy, Zazzle, Vistaprint, Custom Ink, and of course for business phone line, Google Voice. I know there are others, but Google Voice is free, so that's why I listed that one. Now, I put this notary supply list. It is absolutely optional, okay? Oh, you know what? Wait, let me go back. I'm sorry. I didn't put on here, but for those who are interested in doing loan signings, I suggest courses through Notary to Pro, LSS, or Notary to Notary, okay? Now, I put this notary supply list here. It is totally optional. You know, I have some people who are kind of criticizing the same. That's just too much stuff. Okay, that's why it's optional. You can literally pick and choose off of this list what you would be interested in putting in your bag. Oddly enough, you're going to end up either adding to this or subtracting from it anyway. So like, I know for me, I've added more stuff in my bag than what you see on this list. And I did that because I based it on my needs as I've been working. So it is a PDF file of this list in the group. If you just go under files and you can print it out and you can add to it, or like I said, take away from it. It's totally up to you. But I just put it here to get you guys started for those who have not purchased supplies yet. Now, we're at the end. Now, as promised, I am giving away 2 of my journals. So in the chat, I want you guys to answer this question or to solve this problem. The first 2 people to post the correct answer is going to be the person who wins the journals, okay? Let me go to the chat so I can see. Here. Oh, I'm sorry, I was going too fast, Yvette, but I did report this and I'm going to share it in the group so you can watch it as many times as you need to and pause it and, you know, rewind, okay? Now, I did share the 2 journals in the group. One is a 100 entry book and it's 1 entry per page, front and back, okay? And my second book, it is 2 entries per page, front and back, and you can fit 252 entries into it. They're both coil binded. I did contact the National Notary Association to ask about that, if it was acceptable. And they did say that in the state of Florida, because it is not a requirement for me to have a journal, I can literally use whatever I want. But I did use the coil spiral binding because it's not as easy for you to take those pages out and put them back in. Like, it literally is just like the sewn bound books. If you wanted to, if a person wants to tear a page out of it, they can tear a page out of it. You know, it's not going to just fall out if you just turn the book over. It's like the pages are not going to just fall out by themselves. So they are secure. And what else I want to say about the book? And they're not super thick. I wanted to make sure I didn't make them super thick. I tried to do a 300 entry book and it ended up being like, it was just way too thick. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't even want to carry that around. So that's why I chose to do it the way I did it. And then, yeah, I went on Amazon. My first journal that I'm currently using, I bought it on Amazon and it doesn't have the space I need to write. And it doesn't have all of the options I want my journals to have. So that's why I decided to make the journal. So when I'm done using this journal, because you can only use one at a time, I will be using my own journal that I made because it does meet everything that I want it to have or everything I want to put in from each entry. All right, so I'm seeing all of the answers. Okay. So funny enough, the answer is 1. And oh, sorry, Jay, it's in the Q&A, question and answers tab. Did you see that? Okay, so really? Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody can't see each other's answers. Oh man, you can't see the question on the screen either? Oh wow. Oh gosh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh dang, okay, but everybody did answer, and the answer is 1. Let me tell you why the answer is 1. Because if you think of PIMLAs, which is you do parentheses first. Hold on, let me go back here. You do parentheses first, and then you do exponents. Then you do multiplication. Then you do division, addition, subtraction. Thing. Yeah. So the answer is 1. So let me see who answered. Let me see who my first 2 winners are. Okay, I have Bradleisha and R. Johnson are the winners of the journal. So congratulations, guys. All right. Now, I'm going to open up the floor for questions. So just as you've been doing, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in. Or no, I didn't want you to type them in. I want you to type Q, and I'm going to unmute you so that you can ask your question, okay? So everybody can hear it. I am going to go on where you guys signed up at for registration, and then I'm going to email you so that you can email me back your first and last name and your address where you want me to send it, Bradleisha. Let me just go and I want to try to unmute everybody. It's not giving me that option to unmute everybody. So did anybody have any questions about the presentation, or did you think it was pretty cut and dry? Pretty self-explanatory? Yes, I am recording this, so I am going to, thank you, R. Johnson. I did record it. Okay, Kelly. Let me find you on here so I can unmute you, Kelly. All right, Kelly, you're unmuted. What was your question? Oh, wait, it's loading. Hold on.
Are you able to hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes, go ahead with your question.
Hi. So I have a question. So I took the test to be I took the test at NNA to be a signing loaning agent. Now,
Okay.
is it required for me to do the LLS, or the or the Notary Pro just to get some more experience, or can I just go along with the NNA?
You do not have to take those training courses if you don't want to. Those training courses are basically for you to get more familiar with you doing it and to basically, help you build your confidence. That's all that is. You can watch YouTube videos.
Yes, ma'am.
I personally think that taking a training course will be beneficial, but it's definitely up to you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, my next person was Ms. Shearer. So hold on. Let me unmute you. Okay. Let me unmute you. And I cannot pronounce your first name, but please tell me how to pronounce it because it seems like a really neat name. It's different, just like mine's.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. I wanted to know which app was that you said was good for posting on multiple social media sites at one time?
Hootsuite and Zoho Social.
Okay. And also, how did you feel about the notary to notary training? Because that's I was thinking about doing that one.
Notary to Pro. I
No,
love it.
notary to notary.
Oh, Notary to Notary. I did not take that course, but I have watched her YouTube videos, and she seems like she's really easy to follow. I like people who kind of explain things in a step-by-step process so that I can follow along, and she seems like she's that person. I took Notary to Pro, and Carol is the same way. I love Carol. And I like that they all offer the option to be a lifetime mentor for you. So if you have any questions, you can ask them afterwards. So I highly suggest either one of those personally.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go back. Let's see. Which app did you say? Okay. There are several signing companies. Which ones are free? You should not be paying for any signing companies, okay? You're starting out and you should only be using the ones that are free, okay? Do not pay to list yourself for services. Do you have a guideline in place for step-by-step in order of process? For example, first we fill out send to notary office in our state, wait for prompt to go to court to take oath and so forth. I do not have one typed up or anything like that, but I did see someone in the group kind of like put her order of how she was doing things, and a lot of people liked her list. So you may want to use the search option in the group to find her list and see if you can follow that. You still have to do NNA after completing Notary to Pro course. What did you mean by that, Jay? Let me unmute you. Okay, you're unmuted.
Now, are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, you were muted a while ago. Okay, so someone asked about doing the NNA course, and went through that. She still had to take the Notary to Pro. I just got like supplies from the American Association of Notaries, and then I'm currently doing the Notary to Pro course. Going through it. After I complete that course, will I have to take an exam separate from Carol's course through the NNA?
No, you don't have to take the NNA's course, but to be a NSA,
Yeah.
they have the whole package for the background check that you're going to need to do.
Right.
Most people accept that. Most companies accept that from the NNA versus any other company you might go through. So you may want to do the NNA's basic package for NSA.
Basic
and
package.
To do that, they do give you an exam that you take.
Okay.
It's not like a course. They do have a separate course, but
Yeah.
when you do the NSA basic package, they're just going to ask you some questions so they can, basically certify you on their end. But the Notary Pro is more of the going through the loan documents and what to do when you get that, and all the how-to that you need to know.
So Carol's course basically encompasses what the NA would have had in.
I didn't take the NNA signing agent course. I just did their basic package so that I can get certified on their end and for me to get the background check.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me go back to the Q&A. Okay, I don't see any more questions. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I can go ahead and end the webinar. Like I said, I am recording it. I'm going to stop recording right now.